Liverpool 5, Everton 2. Liverpool absolutely smashed Everton to bits last night and sat them comfortably in the relegation zone, which is always a beautiful thing for a Liverpool team to do. And I don't know if we've ever put Everton in the relegation zone before, but that is where they sit today. They sit in 18th position while we sit top of the tree at the moment. Now, it was a brilliant performance. Honestly, it was. It was a fantastic performance. And while I would have loved to have kept a clean sheet, it just doesn't seem to be the Liverpool way at the moment. It's just not how we're going to do things. Even though we seem to set up in like a 4-2-3-1, which you'd think with having two in front of the defence. Even though it was Milner and, let me just have a look at the old lineups here. Even though it was Milner and Gini Wijnaldum per se, yeah, it did just, we were still, letting them get the ball every now and again and having a chance. And, they took their chances as they got them, but not as many as you'd think, because, stats-wise, I firmly believe, yeah, they had more chances than us, just less of them on target, which was brilliant, really. I'd love to give our entire team 10 out of 10s, because that was one of the most entertaining games of football I've watched since I don't even know when. Maybe even since we played City. It really was. It was just, what I felt like a good, full attacking performance. It was brilliant. And when you consider that lineup where a lot of people, and I'll turn around and say exactly the same as me, I was on my break at work at the time. I was on my break at work, and the lineup came out, and I just went, literally the face I pulled was this. Really? And you know what? This is exactly why I am not in football management, and it's exactly why I'm not manager of Liverpool. Hell, I shouldn't be manager of any sort of football club, never mind Liverpool, but massive credit to Jurgen Klopp and the team that he put out, because let's make no mistake, obviously Adrian had to come in because Alisson got his red card at the weekend, but fantastic performance, really, and really quite good distribution. We're not talking Alisson levels of distribution here, but he was very good, and good in goal just in general. The back line was pretty solid as always. The 2 goals, yeah, they probably could have done better with in some ways, but other than that, aside from the fact that we didn't lose, I'm alright with that. That's cool. Milner and Gini Wijnaldum were pretty good in midfield. Obviously Wijnaldum getting the goal puts him a little bit higher, but generally I think they did okay. Nothing really to shout about, but I think they did all right. They did pretty well. Did their job quite well. But then we come to the front four. Lallana had a decent game, has to be said. He did have a decent game. Didn't have an outstanding game. It wasn't like one of the best games he's ever had, but he had a good game, decent game. And that's all that you could really ask for him in that position. Sadio Mane gives you the standard man of the match performance that he would warrant. And he definitely did warrant it. If he doesn't get it, then it would probably be like Divock Origi would get it, in my opinion. Some people might differ on that one, but in my opinion, it's between those two. You can choose whoever you like. I'm going to go for Sadio Mane, which I think everyone seems to be, but I'm just going for it because the man never stops. He's never stopped since last season, literally. Pretty much literally, because of the African Cup of Nations or whatever that competition was that he was a part of. Went right to the end, comes back to Liverpool with barely any break, and he's not stopped since. He's a magnificent football player. He's my man of the match. If I could tie a man of the match, it would be Divock Origi. Divock Origi comes in and leads the line beautifully. I haven't seen him lead the line like that in a long time, and we are now, I think, we're starting to see the coming of age for Divock Origi. The man that can actually possibly, if not challenge Firmino for that number 9 position, he can at least provide very comfortable backup for him. And he did exceptionally well last night. 2 goals, 2 brilliant goals as well. One of them set up by Mane. I can't remember if the other one was set up by Mane or not. It wasn't. It was Lovren. Oh my God. Anyway, first goal. Divock Origi, Sadio Mane spots this pass, just bends it perfectly on his weak foot in between the 2 defenders. and Jordan Pickford running out, Divock Origi just beautifully just taps it past the goalkeeper, gets a beautiful sight of goal. You see him just check, the goal is there. We slot it into the goal. Fantastic goal, honestly. And then Shaqiri. I haven't mentioned Shaqiri yet. I am so happy to see Shaqiri come back into the starting lineup, and for him to be really happy about it as well. He's so happy to get back on the pitch, and all he wanted to do, as he said in an interview last night, was to come in and do his best. And you know what? He did. He had as good a performance as Salah has had in recent months. He really has. He has been absolutely exceptional. When Salah's on fire, he's untouchable. But right now, Salah's not on fire. He's actually quite, almost the opposite. But Shaqiri's come in and he scored a brilliant goal, made a brilliant run. Trent Alexander-Arnold fires a beautiful ball over to Mane on the other side of the pitch. Mane picks out, he comes in, cuts inside, he's running into the box, and he lays off this beautiful little pass to Shaqiri, which kind of looks like the angle's getting worse for him as it goes on, but he gets the ball. He almost like stretches for it, falls over a little bit, and gets the ball, slots it in, and it's 2-0. And it was fantastic from there. Michael Keane then scored for Everton 4 minutes later, and you knew it was game on. You knew it was game on because they scored that early, and Michael Keane getting the goal quite early on for Everton there. Then it was Divock Origi again. Now, Lovren turned into, I don't know, he gave us this beautiful Xabi Alonso-esque ball over the top to Divock Origi. Origi starts making the run, and Lovren you see this anger in him when he hits it. It's like someone unleashing one of the hardest punches they ever have, and he hits this ball with such venom, and it's a beautiful ball. Origi tracks it all the way, looking at it. Henry did a great analysis of it last night, and he tracked the ball very, very well, looking at it, gets it on his right foot, brings it down, controls it, bounces up just a little bit. Second touch is putting it in the back of the net over Jordan Pickford. And brilliant, beautiful goal for the third goal. Fantastic, but really, honest to God, you see that goal, if you watch it back, I'd love to see that type of goal every day of the week, I really would. Then Sadio Mane gets our fourth goal, assist by Trent, and it was, again, just one of those goals that is just, it's beautiful goal. Pretty much most of the goals, if not all of the goals, are in some way absolutely bloody beautiful. They really are. Richarlison gets a header right on half time to make it 4-2. So then we go into the third half. The third half. Is that what I was going to say? Then we get into the second half. All right, it's a quiet half. It really is a bit of more of a half of where we are controlling what is going on. We make some subs around the 72nd minute and stuff like that. We got Jordan Henderson comes on for Lallana, Firmino comes on for Origi, and then later on Gomez comes on for Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then late on Bobby Firmino does a beautiful little I don't know what it was, a little jink movement, a heel to heel sort of thing to get himself past the defender, and a no look assist to Gini Wijnaldum, who absolutely slots it past Jordan Pickford at the far post. And honestly, it caps off what was a beautiful game of football. Made even better by the fact that it was Everton that we did it against. And I want to have a look at the Premier League table right now. They do sit 18th in the Premier League with 14 points. They've played 15. They have less than a point per game now. And surely it has to be looking like curtains for Marco Silva. I was going to say Pep Guardiola then. It's not, obviously. Marco Silva has to be literally clinging on to his... he's got to be on the last thread of his job. I was concerned he was going to get sacked before the game and they'd be more up for it. It just didn't seem to work out for Everton, whatever they tried to do. And they scored a couple of goals. They put on some pressure here and there, but it just didn't happen for them. It really didn't happen for them. Obviously, I'm really happy that it didn't happen for them. And they are now in... what is their run of form like at the moment? They've won 1 and lost 3 in the last 4. That's damn. That's pretty damning, to be fair. So Anyway, we win 5-2, Merseyside derby. As always, Merseyside is red. So we're loving that. We're loving that all day long. Okay? Now, I can't remember who we've got at the weekend. I really don't. I think we might have Bournemouth, if I remember rightly. But I don't care right now. I really don't. But let's just go have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, we do. We've got Bournemouth at the weekend. So hopefully we can get past that game quite nicely. But other key points to take from this in general is the other guys, the fringe players, are very, very good and have something to contribute this season. It gives the likes of Salah, Firmino, those guys, it gives them some, like, at least a chance of rest. It gave Henderson a chance of rest as well, even though he came on late on. He got a bit of a run out there, so did Firmino. Salah's had a complete rest, so he should be absolutely electric at the weekend if he plays, because now it looks like we could have some competition for those places. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts were on the game on the whole, and what's your thoughts on the whole Amazon thing? Did you enjoy it or did you not? It took me, like, after like 5 minutes of like starting it up, it sort of like settled down a little bit. I had to like back out and go back in a couple of times, and it eventually like played fluidly. Like, it was really, really good. But other than that, like, and it was a little bit delayed, like tiny little bit delayed compared to my notifications that I always have set up. I need notifications on, just always do. But yeah, what was your experience of the Amazon thing if you got to watch it as well? Let me know let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, Merseyside derby win, we're all buzzing. We're all buzzing. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you later.